Let me show you a quick tour of my trailer. This is the add-on, or the slide out. It's a very small one, with a little couch here. And this is the typical front of it. I'm making breakfast right here. That's the kitchen. Pots and pans, my computer setup. I sit here and do my work on my computer. You can see I'm making some breakfast here. Dirty dishes everywhere. And the fridge. I have a little freezer. And my big screen TV. And Frasier is playing. I love this guy. He is freaking amazingly funny. Anyway, down the hallway it leads to my bathroom and to the bedroom. Excuse the mess. And a little storage here. I got a couple of backup electric heat sources. One is this oil heater, which is way better than this electric heater because it takes up too much power. But anyway, that's for backup only. Now, I'll show you what I did. I'm going to go outside. This is an addition that I built because I was freezing to death in this thing last winter. So let me show you. I have a wood pile that I set up here for drying purposes. And I put in a wood stove. Yep, a wood stove. Some windows. I didn't insulate very well. I put the insulation on the roof. Didn't insulate anything on the middle or the bottom. But I did insulate the floor. So anyway, this is a Regency F1100 wood stove. I think it's the best investment I've ever made. Make a long story short. Oh, I got to put some wood in there. Let me just show you what I got on the other side. There's a little table there, obviously. Front door. My wildlife collection. And my water supply. And people sit here if they want to. Behind those boards that cover there is some equipment and stuff and tools I store. Sitting room, a little couch, and that's the entrance coming into the trailer. Now here I had to make a drip pan because it was leaking from the top between the trailer and the add-on. It's not sealed correctly, so I had to make a drip pan to hold the water. And look where it's going, right behind here in a holding bucket for water. Now, in order to make the circulation of the wood stove work better, there's another drip pan, as it was leaking here too. I opened the door and covered it up with just another, blanket. And I left the bottom piece open. I have a fan on the other side, which I blow the cold air. As you know, cold air travels quicker. Then it's easier to move than hot air. So I put a fan behind there, and the fan, it pushes the cold air through into the room and circulates the air so that it moves the hot air, and that one, the fan's sitting there, moves the hot air through the trailer, which I leave these windows open of my trailer and the door open because of the meshes. So all three I leave open. Wood pile. Let me put a piece of wood up in here, and don't get too dizzy. Thermometer temperature gauge isn't doing too good, but it will do. I'll get a little piece of wood. Sorry for the shaking. There we go. Cold fingers. Get in there, you little bugger. Oops. Let's give it a little push. That'll work. And close her up. Leave her open just a little bit to catch some spark. It should do it in a few minutes. Actually, I'm not going to worry about it in weight, but the Regency F11 is actually very good. I love this thing. I got this little wood pile to go to finish, and then I'm done. Oh, there he goes. It started taking off already. See how quickly it catches? You gotta love this thing. I'm gonna let it burn for a little bit, I guess, and show you the outside, what I did, and the storage that I got for my wood. Let's lock her up so I don't blow anything up. Okay, take a quick walk outside. I'll show you what I got set up here, how I did it. The weather today is sunny, so I could do this, but it's still icy, as you can see. Little garbage can. Today it's -6. It's in the morning. Ooh, there's my side of my trailer. I put some windows, but all it is 4x8 1/2-inch plywood. And these are old trailer windows I put in there. And my wood pile, I made 10 full face courts. I'm down to 8 here outside and 1 inside. So I got 9 full face courts, and this is middle of November. So I'm figuring, well, it might work. Let's see what happens here. This is how it looks like outside. I just started that wood, so it's smoking right now. I shouldn't be doing it. It never does it until now because I'm just letting that fire go. That's not a good burn at all. But I'll remedy that in a few minutes. I'll get her going to peak performance. So the trailer's here. I got 3 propane tanks to last me. Here's that wood I was telling you about. I got left to cover pretty good. It's pretty dry wood. And, oh, she's smoking, huh? Don't like the side of that. That's where you build up creosote. And this I know, but I normally run it at full throttle, or at least 50% open. So this is my trailer. Add-on from the outside. And that's where I spend my winter. Last time I had it covered in a canvas blanket. Couldn't see anything inside, so I took it off and said, forget that. Just going to go and do it open this time. Hopefully I don't freeze to death. Now, here's the good part. Four-wheeler, I bought a snowplow. This is a King Quad, 450 King Quad. And the snowplow that I put on is absolutely a necessity in these cold Canada climates. So let me just show you what I got back here on the side. Well, of course I built my little shed there. On the side, it looks like this. And this is the back of it. Yeah. I insulated the joints, but it's still leaking. Put a power cord inside so I could run it through underground here into my little shop, their little shed. I made it also particle board, this one. Bad idea, I should have used plywood, I think. So that's what I did. And that's my little storage area. Oh, well, no point of seeing it. Entrance to the door. And that's me over there in the white hat. So anyway, hopefully I make it through the winter. Got my van set up just in case I gotta hit the road jack. So going back inside. Oh, nice and warm in here. I got a little chilly out there. Now I'm gonna crank this thing up to make sure I don't get that creosote buildup. Because so we open this up about 1/4 inch and crank the fire up a little bit, let it breathe. And she will pick up in a few minutes. I let her run generally for about 10-15 minutes. Let it get really hot. As you can tell, the temperature is still in a normal range, but I don't like to keep it that low. I keep it around 700 and even up to 800-900. It doesn't matter at all because this thing is built to last. This stove is absolutely fantastic. If I ever had to do it all over again, I'd buy a long time ago. Anyway, this is where I chip my wood right here. I split them because some of these logs are just too darn big. And that's my little setup. And I like it. I sit most of the time out here doing stuff. I hope that this winter is going to be a better one, or easier, more comfortable than the last one was. Last year we got to records of lows, and it freaked me out, man. I tell you, it was cold. All I had was just a ceramic electric heater. Not a good thing. See, it's starting to take, and it's going to go pretty quick here in a few minutes. No need to put lots of wood in there. Just have to put a little bit. I still got the red charcoals boiling up in there. Just needed to coax them a little to get them going. As you see, I got the throttle open full. When I do later, I'll probably bring it back to about half, right about there. And once the temperature reaches at least 600 degrees, and then I'll run it at half throttle. That way you have a clean burn and no creosote buildup. As you can see, the screen is very clear still, and I haven't cleaned it in a month. So that's a good sign. When you see your screen turning black, the image right turning black, you know your pipes are getting creosote buildup, and you don't want that because you could catch a chimney fire. The rest, I'm not going to bother you with starting fires. I mean, any fool could start a fire. Just put some paper in there, some dry logs and kindling, and let it rip. I mean, it's no big deal. The big secret is about keeping the fire going so you don't smolder all the time. If you smolder the fire, you're going to get some creosote buildup. So burn her hot. They're built that way, and let her run. You'll have no issues. Later, I'm going to keep you posted on this later on as well. But this is my first video. I wanted to show everybody the RV living, winter RV living. I think that's what I'll call it. Winter RV living. There you go. Good title, eh? You have a good day. Please leave your comments down below. Any suggestions, I would greatly appreciate it. You have a great day, everyone. Talk later.